Hi everyone, this is Shayna Hiller from Build Your Personal Yoga Business. And today I'd like to give you some of my top tips for time management. Try to say that 10 times fast. Top tips for time management. So there's one tip that's pretty obvious if you're a yoga teacher, and I say this across the board no matter what your desires or your intentions are for your career and your business, is to keep practicing yoga in whatever capacity, whether you go to public classes or you practice online or you practice on your own at home. Just keep practicing. But you already knew that, so I'm not going to say that. But if you are looking to think outside of the box and grow your business, whether it's to start teaching at more studios, to maybe open up a studio, to start hosting workshops or retreats, or to even create online content, part of that is going to require that you manage your time wisely. This definitely also applies to those of you who still have a full-time job that's not teaching yoga, and you want to weave yoga teaching into it, because the last thing that we want as yoga teachers, I would assume, is for this career path to feel stressful or like a burden. So time management is necessary. These are some of my top tips that I've been using for the past 10 years that have worked for me. Actually, I probably haven't been using all of them for 10 years, but over the course of the past decade, I've acquired these tools because I wasn't doing everything this way in the beginning, and I was feeling stressed, I was feeling rushed, I was feeling overwhelmed and stuck. So one of the biggest things is to see your yoga business as a seed, as a little seed that you plant into the earth. And what does a seed require to grow? Water, obviously, right? If you don't give the seed enough water, it will not grow properly. If you overwater that seed, it also will not grow. So what we need to do is to find the right amount and to be consistent with how we nourish and nurture our seed or our business. So I dedicate a little bit of time each day to nurturing my seed. And the important thing to do is, if you are to create a to-do list or have something in your calendar, which is also another recommendation, but if you put these to-dos in your calendar, the moment that I put something in my calendar, I'm usually in the mood. I'm like, yes, on Monday, I'm going to do my business for 3 hours. On Tuesday, I'm going to write 10 blogs. On Wednesday, I'm going to reach out to 17 yoga studios. On Thursday, I'm going to plan my next retreat. Monday comes, Tuesday comes, Wednesday comes, and maybe you're in a different mood. So my suggestion is not to overcommit yourself. In fact, undercommit. Because what I find is that if I just set aside an hour to write a blog, or an hour to even just journal and brainstorm and jot down ideas, or to email studios, whatever it is, just an hour, it's less overwhelming, it's less intimidating, and then once I start, I'm in the flow. It's kind of like yoga, right? Once you start warming up, it's like, like now we have shifted gears. So water that seed, be consistent, and don't overwater. Don't overcommit yourself, because there are chances that the day comes and you're like, I'm not feeling it. If you're not feeling it, do it anyway. Do a little bit, because you'll feel better afterwards. It's the same thing as yoga. The calendar thing is great. It's amazing. Whether you have Gmail or iCalendar, hook up your calendar so that it blinks on your phone, it blinks on your email, so that you are held accountable and you don't forget, oops, I forgot, I told myself I wanted to reach out to this studio today, or I wanted to work on some content for my upcoming workshop and I forgot, right? So have a system in place, very, very simple, iCalendar or Google Calendars, where it's across the board. There's no excuse, because it's going to blink on your phone. It's going to flash in front of your eyes. Another aspect of time management that's really, really important is, for example, when I create these videos for you, I'm not creating one video every single day. It takes a lot of time to set up the camera and the lights, and to think of what I'm going to say, and to get all ready. As you can see, I did my hair and my makeup. But it does take a lot of prep work. So my suggestion is, if you are working on specific content, is to consolidate your work into like one day, a few hours per day. So I'll record a bunch of videos, and then over the course of a few months, I will begin to put them on YouTube or send them to my students of my e-course, depending on what the video is for. So to consolidate means I carve out a chunk of time to do a lot of stuff that I will drip out, I will give to my people over the course of time. Same thing when it comes to emails. So you want to be smart about how you create a structure so that you don't feel like, yes, you water your seed every day, but you don't feel like I gotta set up the camera again, I gotta do this again. There are certain tasks that work better if you consolidate, and certain tasks that work better if you just put a little bit of energy into it every single day, right? Check how many new subscribers you have on your mailing list. Reach out to one studio, because it's all about energy, and energy moves in a specific direction. You're likely to receive for your output of energy. So those are some of my major tips. Have a calendar, water your seed every single day, consolidate when you do know what your content is, what you're actually working toward and creating. Spend a few hours on it, because that time investment will last you way, way, way beyond. It's important as a yoga teacher who has a desire to grow your career to start thinking of yourself as a business, as an entrepreneur. Don't let those words scare you. It's really more about tapping into your third chakra, your power, your strength, your confidence, and really your purpose to serve and support others on this magnificent journey of yoga in whatever way resonates the best with you. So if you do want to know more about what resonates the best with you, you should totally grab the e-course. There's a link for the e-course below. If you're just beginning your journey and you want more step-by-step tips and tools to build your business, you can also click the link for the ebook below. There's a lot of free content, a lot of videos here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you have any specific questions, let me know. But don't spend the rest of your night watching my videos, unless of course you really, really want to. But if you're going to, take notes, have a timer handy, and make sure that you are managing your time mindfully, because that's going to be the key to your success and your growth. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Namaste.